The new film Sully is many things. A wonderful story for one, but also a term used to identify or describe a person who's gone beyond the impossible to save your ass or the ass of others. According to the Urban Dictionary, a Sully is, at minimum, a situation so bad that a complete hack trick was never in the cards, and with an outcome or accomplishment so improbable that it just never happens. Not just anyone can be a Sully, however. Designating or describing someone as a Sully requires that they not just perform, for all practical purposes, a sincere, hey, no problem, that's my job, or it's okay, that's what I'm trained for, just another day at the office type of miracle, but thereafter must maintain the fundamental poise and character of the real Sully. And, by the way, this is a man who not only shunned the spotlight, but who requested a waiver and an extension of overdue fees from his local Danville, California library after the book he'd checked out was left in the cargo hold and was lost, but known to be at the bottom of the Hudson River. The book subject? No surprise. Professional ethics. As a postscript and something reminiscent of all the great work by public servants attending to the actual Hudson River forced water landing, the librarians in Danville, California, waived all the fees, even the lost book fees, and placed a template in the replacement book, dedicating it to Captain Sullenberger. That's who we're talking about here. And of course, that's the subject of the new film, Sully. Pilot Chesley Sullenberger's wild ride started when he landed a US Airways jet plop-solid perfect onto the icy surface of the Hudson River on January 15th, 2009, saving all 155 passengers on board. Fame has followed ever since, and Sullenberger's nickname, Sully, is now this one-word phrase for coolness in a crisis. He's a hero to a nation in need of a hero, and taxicab drivers, hotel managers, and barkeeps all recognize him in their midst and heap praise on him. And just as the nation needs a hero, the real heroes in the film and in real life are the honest, hard-working Americans everywhere. The police, the fire, the safety, all the rescue people, the first responders, but importantly, the flight crew themselves. In the film Sully, out this week, 7.5 years after Chesley Sullenberger successfully landed a damaged U.S. Air jet in the Hudson River shortly after takeoff from LaGuardia Airport, this miracle on the Hudson is retold through Captain Sullenberger's honest, responsible, humble eyes. This retelling, which is done masterfully by director Clint Eastwood and his cast, stars, of course, Tom Hanks as Sullenberger, with Aaron Eckhart, Laura Linney, Anna Gunn, and other New York City character actors like Michael Rapaport, Mike O'Malley, Jerry Ferrara, and Jamie Sheridan. They all capture what, at least in my mind, is so magnificent. All the people that made this miracle on the Hudson a reality. Because this story was an actual event ripped from the headlines, most of us know about the landing. But the film focuses on what happened next in the story. After the crew appears on Letterman, and after Katie Couric, who appears as herself in the movie, and after all the adulation from city officials like Mayor Bloomberg, there is an investigation. The investigation and hearing by the National Transportation Safety Board is determined to pin the loss of the plane and the airline insurance money on human error. This NTSB investigation is tough on all crew members, but since this is Tom Hanks's movie, his Sully is the most challenged. Hanks conveys this conflict brilliantly and quietly, and makes us believe that his humble hero is really struggling with traumatic memories, nightmares, questions about his personal life, and the almost overwhelming to everyone evidence of computer simulations and other data that appear to contradict his measured actions. I loved this film, and I loved the humanness of decision-making with real-world consequences while under the duress of our lives, or of sometimes terrible life trials not of our making, and about all the good people doing their jobs kindly, professionally, and with great effort and concern under some of these same kinds of circumstances. The miracle of that taking place is a wonderful reminder, served up poignantly and genuinely in the new Warner Brothers film, Sully. As I say, I loved it. I think you'll enjoy it too. Many in last night's audience agreed with me, and I want to play for you some of their reactions and comments that I recorded as they exited the theater. Enjoy this movie. What's your first name?
Aisha.
Lucas.
And what did you think? Were you aware of the NTSB kind of concerns about Sully's credibility before seeing the movie tonight?
Yeah, just a little bit, only because I've worked at the airport before, so familiar with it.
So you really have some direct experience. So what did you think of Tom Hanks's performance?
I thought it was great. I thought it was passionate, and you can tell that he was interested in playing the character.
Great. And Lucas, what did you think?
The best I've seen since Castaway for him to me.
Can I get your first name?
Chris.
What did you think of the movie?
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, and tell me why.
I don't really know why. I mean, I thought it was going to be real similar to Denzel's movie. What was that, Flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be real similar to that with the liquor thing and all that. But nah, it was because I knew nothing about it, and I thought it happened a long time ago. I didn't know it was 2009.
So you didn't know any of the NTSB questions about Captain Sullenberger or anything?
I didn't know nothing.
How about Tom Hanks's performance? What did you think of that?
I mean, I always liked Tom Hanks movies, man. So it was good.
Can I get your first name?
I'm Carlos.
Tim. What did you guys think of the movie?
I thought it was very good. Better than expected.
Definitely same. I really like the kind of like non-traditional narrative structure. Really like the way it was put together, edited-wise.
Great. I appreciate that. Were you guys familiar with the NTSB questions into Captain Sullenberger's kind of character and some of the issues before seeing the movie?
I was not. I did not know there was such a controversy around it.
No, not particularly, no.
Great. And what about Tom Hanks's performance? What did you think of that?
I think he really carried the part. You can see how his character evolves, and it keeps you attached to his narrative.
Can I get your first name?
Kathy.
What did you think of the movie?
Oh, it's excellent. It was really great.
Were you aware of the NTSB questions into Captain Sullenberger's character?
No, I didn't know that at all. It was an interesting piece of the movie that I didn't know. And I didn't know that they had put him through all that.
What about Tom Hanks's performance? What did you think?
Oscar. I smell an Oscar.
Great.
Okay.
Appreciate your time, Kathy. Thank you. Can I get your first name?
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Can you tell me a little bit about what you thought about the movie?
Oh, I thought it was so well done. It was fabulous. Very.
Did you know anything about the NTSB investigation into Captain Sullenberger before the...
No, I didn't. So it was amazing to me, everything that they went through, and that you just felt so sorry for them, that they were being put through all of that, the way they... And they knew in their heart they were right. So...
Excellent. Well, I thank you. What about Tom Hanks's performance?
Oh, he was fabulous. He did an excellent job. Very good.
Can I get your first name?
Chris.
Chris. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was excellent. It was very intense.
Were you familiar with the NTSB kind of investigation into Captain Sullenberger before seeing the movie tonight?
I always assumed it happened, but I wasn't familiar with the whole process or anything.
And what about Tom Hanks's performance? What did you think of that?
I thought it was amazing, as usual.
Can I get your first name?
My name's Karen.
Hi, Karen. What did you think of the movie tonight?
Oh, it was amazing. It really was.
Were you familiar with the NTSB kind of investigation and questions before seeing the movie tonight?
I had heard about the accident, on the news like everybody else, but I never followed up with it afterwards, and I didn't realize they went through all that. And I mean, we were like crying, just like, oh my God, no, just listen to what they had to say.
And final question, promise. What did you think about Tom Hanks's performance?
Oh, he was amazing. I mean, I've always loved Tom Hanks. I mean, from Bosom Buddies on, and everything he's done, I've loved. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.